It's getting rave reviews everywhere else.
Is it?
No.
Oh, okay, we're here, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't even know what the topics are right now because we've just been fucking. I'm too loud?
No, it's just when you inevitably yell at something.
All the clips and shit. The clips.
Eric, you make me think I took an acid tab.
Are we just going to, I was going to say, are we just going to record Eric in purple? Is that the goal now?
I'm sorry. Well,
please tell me you don't stream like that, because if you do, that's why you don't get any views.
Actually, whatever. Fuck you. Put this in the intro.
Put the camera back on. This is the intro.
Eric. We're just going to play the theme song over this moment.
Stop the work and fucking hold for everything.
All right. Welcome to the Hold for Everything podcast. This is another filler episode for people that are not going to watch this fucking episode because we're on Zoom. Go fuck yourselves. We're here again, and I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm trying to get myself situated, and I'm afraid that Jake's going to yell at me. We got Jess, we got Jake, and we got me. And what's everybody? Oh yeah, Jess, you worked on set finally.
Yeah, just grip though. And then I have a DP thing this week, and another grip thing this week. So I'm busy now. Did you find a grip?
Did you find a replacement after I told you that I know everything about Genie?
Yep, totally did. Thanks for nothing, really.
Just you invert the wheels and that's how you get on the track. I don't know what else you need to know.
You were right. You were right. I was impressed.
I know.
I was impressed.
I know. I think
it's rare that Eric knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I was fully expecting it to be like, no, you're wrong, but he wasn't.
I was gonna make up some shit just for the laugh, but I was like, you know what, fuck you. I'm gonna show you that I actually know things sometimes. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of more G&E shit. Well, I'll get hired as a PA and I'll just disappear for the whole day.
You just go to G&E. That's what I used to do.
And they're like, where's this kid? I'm like, bro, they'll see me working with G&E and they'll be like, all right, he looks like he's doing something.
So, that's what I would do early on in art department stuff.
Like art?
I mean, I feel like
typically where I am is art. And then occasionally I've done a couple locations things too, but I think, most of the time, prior to the pandemic, most of my work was coming actually in a wood shop. And we would do sets and stuff randomly, just get hired to Pete Davidson's stand-up specials, the last I think big set that I worked on.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And we do random stuff too, but it's where I get most of the film related stuff is in there. I'm trash as a stick, but I'm good at construction and
I saw something on Local Zeros. They're looking for a whole film crew for some theater show because theater's just reopening now. So
yeah.
Dude, also I don't know how they're gonna do that. I mean, I know how they're gonna do it, but I don't really know how they're gonna do it. Is it gonna be full capacity? Everybody's just wearing a mask for 2 hours during this fucking show?
It's probably gonna be every other seat or something.
I can imagine it being similar to what they're doing at NBA games and stuff.
Yeah.
Almost everywhere. I think everywhere actually does have some audience in NBA games now.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not a much bigger deal. It just feels weird that everyone's opening and it's we're just pretending that nothing's happening.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And also vaccinations have slowed down across the board.
Really? Well, is that because more people have just gotten them or?
Well, so I don't think so. I think basically everyone who was we've hit the point of people who were yeah, let's get them and move beyond this. And now we're something 50% of the population has had at least one shot. And 33% have had both.
Because everyone's too lazy to go get the second one.
I'm a one-shotter.
It's just
you got that J&J, baby.
Yeah, but I think it's just
no, I didn't.
It's just the people who are still have to wait, who are still waiting 2 weeks and stuff.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm still waiting. I can't get it. I tried because I needed the vaccine for a job and I got fucked.
But now we're hitting the people who are on the fence and not and just actively against vax. The anti-vax crew isn't 50% of the population, but it is they do have enough of a presence online that some people are misinformed and on the fence about getting it who otherwise would.
Now,
So that's where the struggle, I think, is coming from most part with that.
I mean, I think even people that are not like super anti-vax, like the people that are not like, oh, it causes fucking autism, I still think there's people that are still genuinely concerned about it, which I kind of understand, but I don't know, like, whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was gonna say this is related
To your food.
Is it in the mic? I'm sorry, I'm done.
No, it's just you're talking and eating at the same time.
I'm so
hungry.
It's just
I'm
going
so
to be
hungry.
a camera
I'm so hungry.
on Eric eating.
I'm so hungry. I'm sorry. I just worked what was supposed to be another short day.
It's never a
Yeah,
short day,
dude,
Eric.
you have the worst.
How long
luck.
have you been in film?
Dude, but I swear to God, bro.
Never a short day.
Dude, but it was supposed to be a scout day, but I literally went to every whatever. It's supposed to be a scout day for Mount Sinai. How do you say Mount Sinai? Sinai?
Sinai.
Sinai.
Okay, so they're rebranding. So they're scouting all the
The hospital
Uh-huh.
is rebranding.
Rebranding like post-COVID type shit. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay.
So we got photographer. I don't really even know what they're shooting. But there was some really famous guy that I was driving around. Apparently, he won like a Nobel Peace Prize. I got to find out his name. But they were just scouting every fucking Mount Sinai hospital in the state of New York. So I was just driving around all day while they just went inside and talked about how rich they were throughout the drives to each fucking
Did they
hospital.
tip you?
No, they didn't tip me. I
Fuckers.
got paid $225 while they're talking about their
$225 to drive while they're rich.
Yeah.
Fuck that. $250.
Yeah. Nobel Peace Prize, $225. But it wasn't the guy who hired me's fault. Like he normally pays me like $300 per day or whatever. Anyway, sorry.
You're driving a van though, right?
I was driving a 15 pass, which is not COVID safe because there was like 8 people in there.
Yeah. That's stupid.
Well, no. So this shoot, the reason I brought it up was because we were talking about vaccines. Do you think that it's going to become a normal thing to ask that everyone on set be vaccinated? And
Yes,
if
but
so,
it's illegal.
what are your thoughts?
I think
Is
they're
it
going to get
illegal?
sued a lot. Yeah, it's illegal.
I don't know if it's illegal though. Yet, like, there's no.
No, yeah, it is. It's illegal because you can't discriminate. And like, let's say I'm Jewish and I can't get the vaccine. That's discrimination. You can't do that.
Well, but
people
colleges
can't get
already
the-
require you to do it, and traveling abroad
Yeah.
requires you to do it depending on the places that you're planning on going to. So
Abroad-
I
abroad
understand
I
the
can
religious
see.
exemption stuff because that does come up.
No,
yeah.
there's a college
But-
in New York. I don't know if Jake was the one who told me, but I was talking to somebody, and they're gonna allow people in the classroom have to be vaccinated now. The question is, do they go by CDC now? And if everyone in the room is vaccinated, are they allowed to just like be willy nilly in the room?
No, because you can still catch COVID with the vax. I just found out this weekend.
Well, yeah. Oh, welcome to.
Welcome to Hold for Everything, where
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
try to talk about film, but we end up talking about the
I
pandemic.
mean, it's film related. But yeah. Anyway, CDC said you can have like parties with if everyone's vaccinated, that's their thing. Even though you can still.
Yeah,
catch it.
I think none of it
Yada, yada,
makes.
yada.
I think none of it makes sense, and I think they are going to get themselves in trouble with the vaccine thing. But who really cares? Like, I'm not going to not get it. I'm going to get it because I want to work. You know?
that's
You're also halfway through it, so what's
Yes,
the point
yeah.
at this point?
But I think it's a genuine concern, though. I don't know if I find it weird, but I think it's a genuine conversation to have that everyone on set should have this vaccination. Like, it seems like you can see how people would find that to be.
Yeah, I'm going to say something real controversial right now.
Oh shit!
Oh
Yeah.
no! This is the
I
clip.
I just personally think to each their own. Like, it's not my business. If you want it, go get it. If you don't get it.
I get that, but also the problem with that is there's apparently a time limit on how long the vaccinations are going to last. So if all of these people that are healthy enough to get the vaccine don't get it, and then 8 months from now, the vaccine wears off, then we
How's that
got
your
it for-
problem?
I think also the bigger concern with the just general idea of slowing down is viruses and their tendency to mutate. So the longer that we have, I think it gets something like 70 to 80%. I think depending on the study, it differs a little bit, but
they
it's
did
somewhere
say-
around there where it's like against the current mutations, it's like the vaccines are effective. But the thing is that there's no reason to believe that the current mutations are going to be the only mutations, and like they're not quite as good as bacteria. Bacteria over the long term will figure out how to work against antibiotics. Like that's just the reality. But like it becomes like all the work that was put into like the vaccines and trying to get things open and trying to do all the right shit can become nullified if there is a mutation that does indeed work differently or work differently enough to like counteract the vaccine or make the vaccines less effective overall. So it's a battle against time for that reason particularly. But as far as the set things go, I don't know. As I think big union sets will probably do what they've been doing, and that's gonna be where we're going to see it. The big union jobs, maybe eventually. I don't think it's gonna be like tomorrow.
because you got to think.
But like the indie sets barely complied to begin with, so
yeah. Well,
I don't think that they're ever going to make those requirements.
I would say it costs a lot more to reschedule after somebody's gotten the virus than it is to it's just a lot more expensive. So I could see why that would be a requirement from film sets.
Also, they probably want to get rid of the COVID safety department.
Yeah.
Because even when you're not rescheduling, you're paying, that's like what, 300, 350 for 12?
350 for some asshole who's just like, yo,
just to get away from Crafty.
Get away from Crafty, bro. I mean, and it really
stand there. You got to move. Other
it
people
really just depends on the officer too, because sometimes I was on a set where the COVID officer had no mask on. He was smoking a cigarette next to the director. I'm like, what the fuck are we? Let's just get out of here because
you're getting paid to hang out. Like that's just the director's friend. Like,
I need to take that course ASAP.
Dude, I regret not doing it. And like last November, I was like, oh, they're talking about vaccines. It's too late. And now I'm sitting here like, you're an idiot. Don't do the same thought right now because there's a great chance that this is going to be like this November and I could be getting 300 per 12. Like,
I think you should still
for standing next to the director.
I think you should still do it, to be honest. Like, because I
don't
don't think this is going to go anywhere
like
for a
much
while.
of anything. Yeah.
Even if the virus is like kind of gone, I could still see like that department being there for a little bit.
But I'm not a producer, so who the fuck's gonna hire me as COVID safety? Like I don't know nobody who.
It's because they ask for it all the time on Facebook, like recommendations
on all those groups.
Because not a lot of people have this fucking thing. But it's so funny because there's like people that are like writers, directors, and producers that are getting it because it pays well, and like. Carolina is on set as the COVID officer. I'm like, yo, they must be paying her a decent amount for her to be doing this.
Wait, so she wasn't the producer? She was the COVID?
No,
safety?
for one shoot, she was the COVID person. But like, I mean, she did an okay job, I guess. But like, I don't know. Anybody could do that job. Joe Schmo, like it's crazy how PAs are getting paid $250 to do as much work as they are when the COVID officer is literally doing absolutely nothing, getting paid $100 more.
What are the PAs doing?
Basically, whatever I found that as a PA, as a set PA, as a production PA, you're doing whatever the hell like that set is looking for you. Those responsibilities differ all the time.
No. I heard that there's COVID safety PAs. Like there's
those PAs.
That's different. Yeah. So on Ghost, Alex is the COVID officer, and she's apparently making bank. And she's got like 10 PAs.
Yeah, Raleigh is one of them.
Yeah, Raleigh. I was on. Tony Clemente was on.
Oh shit.
She's got the whole fucking
whole crew.
Yeah, she asked
me. Gang's all here.
Yeah, except when she asked me, she's like, "Can you do it?" And I'm like, I just feel like a sucker every time I say yes, because when I go there, I'm like, bro, I'm cleaning plastic for people to eat lunch. to get paid the same as the PAs that are on set. Like, it's not worth it.
I mean, it's basically, it sounds, I haven't been a COVID PA, but like that does remind me a little bit of like the unit PAs jobs in locations where it's just like
You're not even
Take
on
out the
set.
trash.
yeah, you're doing and specific trash. You're not touching trash. Like it gets really weird. The bigger the set, the weirder it gets.
Dude, it was so
Yeah.
weird. One time I
Locations
tried it-
PA is weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's
not even
great. It's
locations
great on
PA.
set on set days, like when you're on studio days,
Yeah.
not set days. Studio days, you're just waiting for
Everybody to land
meal.
and like pull in the parking and
yeah,
shit.
and then you just wait for like
end of the
whatever
day.
meal you're doing. No, not even the end of the day. Whatever meal you're doing.
Yeah.
Like you
Location
get there,
PA is my favorite like unit PA job besides like camera.
Yeah, but like it's so funny on studio days because you don't
That's
do
yeah,
anything.
that's
There's
also what I
stage
mean
hands.
on studio.
There's like a
days.
stage manager. Like you don't have to answer any questions. You don't have to do much of
Yeah.
anything at all besides clean up after catering. Like
I
that's
did
it.
I did a location PA job in Manhattan in an office building, and it was cool until the garbage is filled up. And then when the garbage is filled up, because we were just on location, so I didn't do anything but sit around all day. But then when the garbages were full, I had to go into every single bathroom stall and take out the garbages and replace them. And it was the most disgusting thing ever.
Bro, imagine
Oh,
doing
yeah.
that now during fucking COVID.
Oh,
Is this is this the podcast where we finally do nothing but talk about like actual set life?
well, no, we have an episode to review, Eric.
We do have an episode. Okay, so Jake, first of all, did you watch? Are you up to date?
I'm not up to date on anything, man.
All right.
Well, wait, do we want to do the review now or do we want to talk about stuff?
Nah, fuck it. We'll whatever. Nobody watched our last Zoom episode. Nobody's gonna watch this one. Anyway, so we're on episode 3. Episode 3 or 4?
4.
It's in episode 9.
It's 4.
I hate you so much, Jake. All right, so episode 4. Things hit the fan because now there's way more suspects than there was.
Yeah, now I have thoughts this week. This week now I have thoughts.
There's just a lot going on. I have a theory. I have many theories.
What's your theory? What are your
But let's explain what happened to
Okay.
Jake. So there's several things happening. Someone was murdered on the show. I'm trying to dumb it down for Jake because if I give names, first of all,
You can give names, can't you?
Yeah.
You told me I could give spoilers last week.
Oh no, we can give spoilers. I just meant for the sake of like he's not gonna know what the fuck we're talking
Oh, that's true.
about.
Do it anyway, just for the listener. I'm not the
You're right.
target audience here.
You're right. I mean, I want you to watch the show, Jake.
I'll get on there eventually.
Oh no, I meant the podcast, not Easton, not Mayor of Easton. All right, so somebody texted me and they said that they thought it was Zaley. Now,
Uh-oh.
Zaley, is that his name? Zaley? The
You gotta do
sidekick?
this in 10 minutes, buddy.
Yep.
What?
We got a remaining time warning.
Oh shit, I see it. No, but can't we? What happened last time where we got?
We just got gifted unlimited time randomly.
Damn, is somebody
Yeah.
gonna gift us again?
We'll find out. Keep going.
All right. So anyway, so
Probably not.
that's all right. We can. How long will it take to redo it?
What do you mean?
Anyway, okay. So somebody texted me and said, I think Zaley, the sidekick, the new sidekick of Mayor, is that his name?
No, it's not. No. She's not a cop anymore. He
Right.
was replacing her, not her sidekick.
Wait, I'm saying the first couple episodes he was the sidekick.
Oh,
no?
okay, gotcha. No. Evan Peters?
Yes, Evan Peters. His name's
Yeah,
Zaley, no?
yeah. I don't know
Okay.
his name in the show. I know.
All right, here we go. Welcome to the Whole for Everything podcast, where we don't know anybody's fucking name. We don't know whatever.
Every time he comes on screen, I'm just like Evan fucking Peters.
Oh, he's so good though.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Okay, so Evan Peters, he's the sidekick of Mare, who's the main character, Kate Winslet, and they don't make him suspicious at all. He's just like this side character that's come in, and they did the same old trope that they always do with every detective show, where there's a guy and a girl, which I didn't think they were going to do with this, but they did it.
He was. I think I actually said something as a joke about him.
Being her lover.
No, being the person, being suspicious.
Right. Obviously, like that's your. But that the way that the show goes, Jake, is every character that's in the show is a suspect, and I can't tell if that's a good thing or not.
Well, we keep comparing it to Broadchurch, and that's basically the same as Broadchurch minus David Tennant's character. Like the only reason you know he didn't do it is because he just wasn't there.
Well,
when it
Broadchurch
happened.
also did a really good job of the person being the killer. I don't think he was ever a suspect, was he?
No, I don't
I
think
think
so.
maybe he
Not
was
until,
asked.
Not until like the very end. You're probably right about that.
They just did a very good job. So, like, if this show is anything like that, then whoever it is somebody that you're just like, what? Like, it's your anyway. So, all right. So to recap the show, there's somebody who went missing several years ago, and the mom is like a cancer patient, and she is pissed at Mare, the lead, for not doing anything about it when the time came, and she never found her daughter, and Mare regrets it. She's sad about it, but also like she's being ragged on for never finding this lady's daughter. Fast forward to the end of this episode, there is a girl who she wasn't a character. She wasn't a main character. It's just a side character. I'm pretty sure she was just appeared in this episode, Jess, right?
The one who went missing.
Yes. No,
She,
not the one who went missing.
the
one
new
who
one,
was
the new
kid-
one.
Yes.
The new one.
So
Yeah,
there's a-
she's not.
she's
She's
just a random character.
Yeah, she's introduced, but she's gonna be a big deal.
So they introduced
Oh,
this new
show.
character, and she's kidnapped by a white male. That's all we know.
Yeah,
And
he's got no
she's-
beard too. So whoever it is doesn't
That's
have a
what
beard.
that's what my friend says. She's got no
it was
beard.
Eric.
He looks like the deacon, if I'm going to be honest. But the deacon is totally the red herring for sure.
Right. So Jake, so back to the whole priest argument, conversation, the priest conversation.
The priest
we had.
argument.
Yeah, we're arguing about priests here on the show.
Yeah. He's a pedo.
He's
He can be friends with Woody.
he's we'll talk about that. Oh, maybe whatever. He's an accused pedo. They don't know if they confirmed it, right? But
Well, he
did
got fired from his last job. So
right.
yeah.
So he got moved from one church to another, and he at the end of this episode, he's a main suspect for the murder of the daughter of the
Her name's Katie.
yeah. So Katie was murdered.
Kate
and-
Winslet was murdered.
No, not Kate Winslet. That'd be crazy. That'd be a plot twist.
Katie Winslet.
That would be a plot twist. She gets shot. I saw the trailer. I'm not going to lie.
Damn, what the fuck? Anyway, so they ended the episode with a random new character. She gets kidnapped by this guy, and he takes her to like this bar. He takes her to a back room of a bar. He tosses her in, and the end of the episode is the girl that was
Katie.
the girl that went missing.
Katie.
Oh,
Katie's there.
I thought you said Katie.
No, Missy's the new girl. Katie's
I know,
the
but who
girl
got
from the
murdered?
first
But
episode.
What's the girl that got murdered?
Oh, Erin.
Okay, I'm sorry. So the deacon is the whatever. Anyway, there's a lot going on in the show, Jake.
I enjoyed this episode though. I'm
That's-
not gonna lie.
Yeah, this episode was definitely a lot better than the last episode, but I think it was because I don't know though. I feel like it's gonna let us down. There's just
I don't think so, and that's because I saw the trailer. So I got to tell you, I think it's going to pick up very soon, especially since we're halfway through.
I don't know if you saw my stories, Jess, but I texted Robbie Tan, who plays.
Is he Billy?
He plays Billy. He plays the brother of the father of Aaron.
And that's Billy.
Right, the beard.
In the
they both have
trailer,
beards. There's
Did you
the white,
see the? Yeah, but
there's-
did you see the trailer? Because if he's Billy in the trailer, he looks different from when I've seen him. If he's Billy.
Are we reviewing trailers now?
No, it's the trailer for the remainder of the season.
Oh,
But I
Yeah,
saw it,
they-
and
they kinda
he has a
spoil a bunch of
gun.
episodes.
He has a gun in his toolbox.
Mhm.
So it's probably a red herring. Because why would they put that in the trailer if it was actually important?
So my theory is, so Mare has a best friend,
Yeah.
and her husband is the uncle of Aaron who was murdered. And Billy always looks sad. In every episode, he just looks very sad. And Billy is played by Robbie Tan, who would be it would be so cool if we could have him on as a guest.
Yeah,
somehow.
that would be cool.
I don't know if we can like do a live episode and then have him on Zoom type of thing. That might be too much. Or we like
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So anyway, my theory is that Mayor's best friend's husband murdered Erin
Why?
because he's the father of the kid.
Okay. I'm on the same track with you there.
And the reason that Robbie's character, Billy, is sad is because he knows and he had to cover it up. He didn't actually do the murder, but he's covering up for his, I believe that's his brother.
What if, like, he's sad just because, you know, death is sad?
I mean, that's true, but he's literally just so depressed in every episode. And he has I don't think he's spoken a word. Maybe, it's very funny. Cause like,
what if this is like meta content and they just show like a guy struggling through depression in like the middle of this show for like, and it has nothing to do with the plot, that he's just a guy in the town and they're like, the town has to have, they can't all just be like regular people because that's
They're
not realistic.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. I think that they're setting up the old men in this town are creepy as fuck because
Aren't they always?
yeah, because they have that website. That website is important and it's what links Katie, Erin, and the girl Missy.
what's the website again?
Huh?
What's the website again?
It's like a prostitute
Oh my God,
website.
Eric.
It's like a prostitute website. It was a whole prominent thing in the whole episode, dude. Like that's what connects all the girls, that prostitute website. And they're making enough money off it that all the girls in this small fucking town are doing it. Right? So like that's where I'm thinking.
So they're just like all on a new version of like, what was that shit the government shut down?
Oh, the one that was like on Craigslist or something?
I think it was it on Craigslist? Because I think
It was-
didn't shut down Craigslist.
No, it was like that. I know what you're talking about. It was that
It was like,
like
a big deal because like the pro sex work people were just like, this was like a safe avenue for this shit. Like you're not eliminating sex work, you're just making it more dangerous.
I do remember that.
This was years ago at this point. So it's just that though.
They made a Criminal Minds episode off of that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. It
Yeah,
like
you and your
erased your
obsession.
messages or something.
I forgot that you had an obsession with Criminal Minds.
Yes, I do.
It really does. Very, very excited about the reboot.
Me too.
No, I was saying that you
Oh.
are. To wrap this episode review up, I would say that I feel like there's a huge possibility that we could be really disappointed, or it's gonna.
I don't agree because you seem to have missed a lot of things in this episode.
No, but I think it's gonna be multiple culprits, kind of similar to what
It
you're
is.
saying.
It 100% is. Like
I
Erin,
think-
the girl who got killed, is not connected to Katie,
right?
like we
And
thought in the beginning.
but I also think they want us to still think that it's the same person.
No, I don't think so.
But also the deacon is definitely a red herring, so it's absolutely not him.
Yeah, but I think you're wrong about that fact because the detective who replaced Mayor said that it's not connected. So I don't think.
What if the deacon is like set up to be such an obvious red herring that everyone's just like, well, it can't be him, and then it's like, haha, surprise.
I hate when shows do that. I hate when
See,
shows do
you know
that.
what I was one of my theories was that the deacon is a pedophile. That's pretty much confirmed. So
Right.
I was thinking that the sex trafficker, because that's clearly what the guy's doing, the sex trafficker is either like blackmailing the deacon or he killed the girl Erin to frame the deacon to throw suspicion off him.
The only issue is if it's sex trafficking, why is she still locked up in that room?
What?
Because she's being trafficked?
Are you serious?
No, but I'm
A
saying
sex slave. They like have snuff films on the internet for like, are you kidding?
Yeah, like that's not an odd thing, Eric. I don't know.
And it's like, Jake, if you
it's sex
watched it,
trafficking, why
Jake,
is
if you watched it, they're in a basement with a tiny little mattress on the floor, like locked like slaves. Like
so,
it's
like,
totally
casual,
screams sex trafficking.
yeah,
Like,
it's like
Okay, no.
Did you guys watch any of Big Sky?
no. What is
It
that?
has like I can't try to remember the network. It was a show going back, a callback to last week's Zoom episode that my mom wanted to watch and then got too violent for her. She has weird thresholds because she'll watch some really violent shit, but that one was like, nope, not for me. But yeah, it also just has like a sex trafficking subplot or main plot, and that's the exact scenario that they're being kept in. It's like, that's the stereotype. That's like, if you're going to portray, captive people being trafficked, that's the way you do it. Eric apparently has just never thought that that's the thing that's possible.
Okay, well, I've never sex
Eric
trafficked
is
before.
Eric.
You fucking-
Eric
Apparently,
thinks
Eric's
about
never
this
watched
loosely.
anything about sex trafficking.
Yeah,
either.
but there's Eric missed like a bunch of avenues too. Like her best friend's son. Like something's up with him.
Something's up with him?
Yeah, they made the camera linger on him a ton of times. The
Best friend's
friend Jess is like totally hiding things again because of the camera linger.
But even
on
her daughter,
through the window.
everyone just assumes that she knows a lot more than she does.
No, the daughter, I don't think so. But the girl Jess, Erin's best friend, totally does. And then
Right.
the son, I think something's up with the son because the synopsis for the next episode, he has an outbreak. But they lingered on him. They were watching the news. The husband, Lori is her name, and I don't remember what the husband is. Robbie's brother.
Mhm.
They're watching the news, and he comes in and he just stares at the TV, and the
also-
camera lingers on him. So I think he knows something that his father did.
Well, not even
I
that. Also, the best friend, she's talking to Mare in the teaser, and she's like, "I didn't know." Like she's explaining to Mare that she
I
didn't.
didn't know
Basically, so
that she didn't know.
What is it that she didn't know? And I
Yeah,
would
but
imagine that it's her husband is a fucking piece of shit. Either the
Yeah.
kidnapper
Yeah,
or,
probably.
but that's somebody else said, "Oh, he doesn't have a beard." Like I don't know, like
He didn't. He really
No,
didn't.
People could shave.
I believe you, but also, are they going to use the actual guy in something where we can like
They
easily pause?
should.
And I get that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like
It's in a story like this, they work because you want the viewers to try and figure it out as you're going.
Yeah.
right. So now it's
like-
like everyone knows he doesn't have a beard. Everyone knows he's a white guy.
That
He's-
is just like, yeah, you would.
What?
What's
think
up,
we-
Eric?
I think we lost Jake.
Yeah, we did
Jake
for a
died.
second.
I'm able to see both of y'all.
Oh, well, now we can hear you. You
were
cut
ta-
out for
you're
a
good.
second.
Anyway, continue. Sorry,
You were the one talking.
I was not. Go
That
ahead.
was you.
I swear Eric was saying something, and that's why I stopped talking. But you know.
Oh, no, maybe it just came in later. All right, let's wrap up this episode. So who do you think did it? Jake, you go first.
I think no one did it, and she killed herself.
All right, she was naked, so I don't really know why she would do that. But go ahead, Jess.
I don't
on.
see why the amount of clothes you wear has anything to do with being depressed and suicidal.
Okay, that's
You
true.
can kill yourself. A lot of people kill themselves in the shower, in the tub.
She was in the woods
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay, you're right.
People kill themselves in the nude, Eric.
That might be me tonight. Not gonna lie. Person I'm
you
sleeping with is going on a date on Saturday. What else is there to do but kill yourself? Anyway, go ahead, Jess.
You could also try and be dating them, but whatever.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I think the sex trafficker is somebody we haven't met yet.
Damn, that would be
And
upsetting. Go
The
ahead.
killer, I think it's going to be like a stupid secondary character that we have seen for like 5 seconds. But I think the killer is going to be somebody we know. I mean, I don't know who yet, though. I honestly don't know. The framing theory is a theory I'm working. I think somebody's framing the deacon for the murder of Erin. That's what I think.
All right.
Who do you think did it, Eric?
I think it's the best friend's husband because he's the person we've seen the least.
I think the best friend's husband's the baby daddy. Because
he
we
could be
found
the-
out that
Well,
it
that's-
wasn't Mayor's ex. This
Well, no,
episode,
that's the thing though. If he's the baby daddy, then the reason his motive is to let me kill this girl before it gets out.
See, but I was thinking she was blackmailing the deacon because her and the deacon had a thing. So I was thinking she was blackmailing the deacon for money for her baby, and that's how that happened.
Oh,
that's
she
what
fucked
I
the
was
deacon,
thinking.
had his kid.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right, there's a lot going on. All right,
Yeah.
anyway,
How many
ahead.
episodes are we in?
4. You still have time to catch up, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going till the very last episode, but all I'm thinking is if the idea is someone that we haven't seen, like, I think it's less likely that it's that dude just based on the idea of screen time. And once again, typically in these types of things, you want it to be a character you introduce early on and actually have in a decent amount of time.
That's what you'd want, but I feel like if they fucking throw somebody in that we've never, I think
Billy-
it's literally going to be what Jess said. It's everyone has done some wrongdoing, and it all has led up to this girl.
Everybody's gonna get exposed for sure. I think
That's pretty much it. I don't think we may not even ever find the answer to like who killed Aaron type shit. It might just be one of those things where it's the effect of her death that exposed everybody else, which I can see happening.
That would be cool, actually, though.
We don't know who the murderer is. It's super vague, but everyone is exposed as being a weirdo. Everyone's done something creepy as fuck. I'm down.
And they already started it because, like, as they collect the clues, you're finding deep shit out about people.
Right.
And they're like, this episode, like I said, the lingering camera was on the dead girl's best friend, the son. So it's like they're letting you know everybody in this town has secrets.
Did you guys see SNL at all?
I didn't know.
No, I saw that Dogecoin plummeted 30% while
Because
Musk
he
was on.
crashed it. He did it on purpose.
Your baby got out before it crashed.
Yeah,
Guess
he
what?
warned everybody. He was like, be careful when you're trading crypto, and then went on SNL and bashed Doge. Like,
Did he? I thought he in Weekend Update, he was like, to the moon, baby.
yeah, but
The
his
whole
mom
thing.
wouldn't accept it. Like, his mom was like, no, I don't want
Dude.
Dogecoin. That's when it tanked right there.
Probably the best episode SNL's had in who the
Are
fuck
you
knows how
fucking
long.
kidding me?
I swear to God. Just for the fact that like I don't know. It's been
Well, Elon Musk is a douchebag, first of all. Let's
All
just
right.
get that out of the way. He's not he's like a real asshole. He's like
Well,
not a good dude at
we're
all.
gonna piss off our crypto.
yeah, don't piss off.
Listen,
your
I'm
crypto.
in
But also,
crypto,
I do agree with Jess on this statement. I just know that like Dakota is going to watch this and be like, something
It's definitely an unpopular opinion,
But
but
now
Well, it depends
I
on
don't-
who you're
yeah,
rolling with.
I don't think it's
He's not a
unpopular
great guy.
because we were going to talk about it last week, but we could talk about it now. So
isn't he a pedo too, by the way? Let's just get that out of the way.
yeah, I don't think he is. I saw a meme
I don't
today,
know.
and it made
Isn't
no
his
sense.
wife like 19?
No, she's not. She
Thought
looks
she was.
19. That's the joke. But
Oh, okay.
she's like 30 something.
Oh,
She's-
gotcha.
Yeah,
Some people
I,
just look forever like a teenager, and then suddenly they're like 90-year-old lady.
yeah, I saw that meme today, and it was like a joke about a hardcore 36-year-old dating a young 18-year-old because he looked like he was wearing like a black bandana, and she looked like she was
No, I
16
didn't
years
see.
old behind him.
Yeah, I
and
didn't see
I had
a
to
meme.
Google it because I was like, is he really dating like that? But then everyone's like, nah, she's like,
Wait, we're talking about
30.
Elon Musk, right?
Yeah.
his
Yeah,
girlfriend.
it's Grimes.
Grimes, yeah. I didn't see a
Grimes
meme.
is not
Grimes-
like
yeah.
19. Grimes has been.
Her
Grimes was making music
fandom
when I
hates
was
him.
in college.
Her fandom hates him. That's where I saw it. Like,
Now-
yeah.
I saw
but,
them
okay.
talking shit.
So now we can kind of so all right. So the rumor was that before SNL started, there was a bunch of people that didn't want to work with him. I'm sorry. But I think
Just
the
add a lot of ambient noise with that Modelo can opening while you're talking, and then
I'm so
smack the
sorry.
microphone.
I'm sorry. I didn't,
All things that I can't do anything about in editing. You know,
we got to get a real audio guy here, Jess.
a real audio guy. What do you want me
Honestly,
to do?
I'm
Eliminate,
baffled.
like-
I'm baffled that he's art department. He's been killing it on set.
Well, I just don't like doing on-set sound.
That makes
just
sense.
annoying,
It's a
yeah.
pain in the ass. Yeah.
That's fair. What were we talking about? Oh, okay. So the rumor was that the cast of the show, some of them didn't want to work with Elon. Is it? I guess the question is it warranted? What has he done that would warrant somebody to not want to like be on camera with him? Like,
Well-
what has he done that's been so bad, other than like the mask shit? Which
Well-
I don't necessarily know if he's said anything. Well, I know. Well, anyway, sorry.
It's
go ahead.
not really directly like Elon Musk's fault that like his parents were major beneficiaries of apartheid, but you know,
Okay.
like it's
Like you said, it's not his fault.
It's
Go
not
on.
really his fault, but he is also just generally speaking, a kind of piece of shit. Like what he just when he like I don't know if advocates the right word, but like he basically is like I remember he like
downplays the mask.
Well, the downplays the mask, and then also was like,
that.
we'll do coups wherever we want to do coups. We're America, like things like that might make people just be like,
he's very
I don't agree with
entitled.
these things.
He's very
that's
entitled.
Also,
He's like, from what this is again going from like what you hear shit talkers say on Twitter though is like he's just a dick. Like he's against women kind of thing. Like he favors the white male privilege part of.
You know, he's a culmination of like the forums that he boosts. You know, like a lot of his like major fanboys are like the 4chan people. Like it's like he does stuff that is very similarly aligned with that. Plus, it's just like, you know, you're spending all this money to go to Mars, and it's like you could also just spend that money and do real good things as far as climate change on Earth, as opposed to just try and fucking escape.
Sexist was the word I was looking for, by the way.
I get that too, but like, I mean, I know I don't want to say we can't rag on everyone who's a billionaire for not doing enough good shit.
Yes, we can.
I get that we can, but also though, like, should he be fucking condemned to the point where like people on set don't want to work with him?
No, but like,
well, is he on set? You don't have to, and not even just on set. In a general sense, you don't have to work with anyone ever that you don't want to. So the idea that like people are like, look, fucking hate the guy, don't want to work with the guy, that shouldn't be that much of news, because there's tons of people
I get it,
that
but
you
also
wouldn't work with, that I wouldn't work with, that Jess wouldn't work with, that other people still like. So it's I don't think it's that controversial to be like, I don't want to do it, but they all ended up doing it anyway.
Well, yeah, I didn't watch the full episode, so but
it was the greatest episode, I thought.
Yeah,
Eric.
right.
I mean, I watched
didn't watch all of it.
Well, I guess we found an Elon Musk fanboy over here.
I watched 3 of the skits and they were funny. I watched his Pardon Weekend update, and I watched the
Gen Z skit. I did watch that.
I watched a little bit of that.
One.
It was okay.
I thought that people like, and I still haven't watched it, but I saw the commentary on like why people were upset about the Gen Z hospital skit, and
I didn't get it.
I don't get it, especially considering like, it's about, you know, Gen Z and hospital, and it's like I thought it was well established that all this like Gen Z lingo shit is.
Yeah. Am I the only one who
already
like
taken from like
millennial lingo? Because I used it. Some of it, not all of it, but some of the words I was like, oh,
but it's like the things that people latch on. Like I know it does not like as weirdly foreign as people like to make it out to be, but that might be just because we're in New York. But I think like forever, like trendy language has always been basically stolen from black people. Like, so the idea that he's the black man writing a sketch about like generational use of language and getting in trouble because it's using African American vernacular English.
Michael Shea
that was
the Michael Shea wrote the sketch, and I'm just like, I don't see like the issue with it if we're not going to talk about like the appropriation issues of it, which I also don't inherently see in a general sense. But it's like it's wrong for all the like wrong reasons. People's misdirected anger about it.
But
I think.
Well, maybe that's
on my understanding.
Not everybody knows that he's the one who wrote it. Like in the context of it, you're just seeing all these white people say dead ass,
but that's
I thought dead ass. Like, wait a minute.
You go on TikTok, and that's like, yeah,
TikTok.
I'm talking too quickly. You go on TikTok, and that's the shit you see. Like, he's not wrong in putting that in the sketch. And also, I think, Jess, you're about to say dead ass is a New York thing?
I've been saying it, I've been saying dead ass since I'm like 12.
Dead ass is not, and that's what I was getting at earlier, where it was like, some of this stuff, maybe to us, because we've been here, is like, that we probably are aware of it because it's a lot of New York language.
Like I've been saying that shit since I'm a kid. Like dead ass, dead ass.
People are like, oh, it's so like the phrase "built different" is apparently a Gen Z phrase, and I'm like, I've been hearing and using that forever.
Or like it hits different.
Yeah, it hits different, built different. It's the blank for me. Like these are all phrases. They're all phrases that come from like urban communities, in particular New York. Like that is, it's what it is.
Yeah.
But I
But it's
think
just some
without the
white teenagers
context-
doing it on TikTok is what brought it into the cult, like the national thing.
I mean, it might make it even
For better
funnier
or
now
worse.
that if people like knew that Michael Shea wrote it, it kind of makes it a little funnier because, I mean, the whole point
Maybe.
is they're making fun of the fact that these kids talk that way. It's not like that's the joke. They're making
Yeah.
fun of these people. It's not like they're
Well, this is the stupidity of
like
the some of the
See,
cancel
this is
culture
but
shit.
see,
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I was. We'll loop it all back to that. That's the side
Yeah.
of cancel culture that I'm like, this is dumb and toxic. Like you're just trying to.
you're
be
upset for the point
problematic.
of being upset.
Exactly.
Kind of. Like there's actual real issues in the world, and this is not really one of them.
100%.
Did you guys? Well, I guess you didn't watch so they did a Mayor of Easttown.
I
Sketch.
did. Yeah,
I didn't see it, but I should
Yeah,
have. I
it was
saw
so
the
funny.
headline.
It was so. I mean, I don't want to say so. I guess it's so funny because like we talk about it every week, so it's like I feel like we're a part of it, but not really. You know.
yeah. I was personally on set that day.
Yeah.
Were you?
No,
What the
Ian
fuck?
just Eric saying like, I feel like we're a part of it. It's like, what do you mean? It's a television show that a lot of people watch.
We're a part of it. That's like it's one of our most viewed, listened to topics. So we're a part of it now. We're the
Minus,
reason.
it's right behind Woody Allen and Aziz Ansari.
We'll get to Woody Allen if we want to.
You know what? We should, based on stats, we should really just transition to talking about people who have been accused of different varieties of sexual crime. Like,
I thought my name drop. I thought my name drop when we were doing the Mayor of Easttown review was perfect.
Of Woody Allen, that was
Yeah.
amazing. We should, if you had done it at the very end of that conversation, we would have segued right into some Woody Allen shit about his next film being Match Point, which will be on the. I don't know what the fuck this means, so we're not going to talk about it.
which will be on what, Eric?
I don't know. It said, I don't know. It says it'll be on the line and will be filmed in Paris.
On the line?
I don't know what that means.
Fuck
Is that just an old person trying to say it will be online?
Wait,
like-
did you ever see the
Or like,
internship?
or is it going to be is it going to be a movie that you see when you're online in grocery stores? Like,
Did you ever see the movie The Internship with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson?
no.
That's a whole joke in there where he's like
On the line.
Vince Vaughn's like, yeah, and we'll post the pictures on the line. And they're like, online. He's like, and yeah, it's different than Instagram because it goes on the line.
It's going. It's going to be a film that you can only see on the
line.
roof of Below the Line, and then you'll be
Oh.
on the line.
Nobody know, the only people that know Below the Line are film people. So if you're
Yeah.
watching,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out
Thank
to
you.
Below the Line.
Shout out to Below the Line. Thank you for never helping whenever we're there to pick up some shit.
Thank you
And-
for not like charging whatever production I was on when a director's chair got stolen.
I told you, Bobby's a shit.
Bobby.
he-
Who's Bobby? The big guy
Bobby's the co-owner, the one who has the office upstairs, and his office is kick-ass if you've ever been up there.
upstairs. It's one
I haven't
floor.
been upstairs.
What?
No.
There's an upstairs. It's a little hidden passageway. It's the coolest
fuck?
fucking thing ever.
They got bodies up there.
He's
bro.
got
There's
the
only one floor.
coolest retro film memorabilia shit up there.
I want to
I
know the
wouldn't
Mark.
doubt it.
This is. I'm gonna call out the fucking Mark Zuckerberg motherfucker that works there now.
I haven't been there in such a long
Bro.
time.
I swear to God, I went there one day and I gave them something, and it wasn't like a malicious thing. I just gave them a bag because I was like, a lot of your shit is in here. I'm not gonna go through it. So I give it to him, and then I get back into the truck, and like as I'm about to leave, this Mark Zuckerberg looking motherfucker who sits at the front desk walks up to my truck.
Oh, I know, with the glasses.
No,
Oh, never
it's
mind.
just some fucking skinny white dude who it looks like Zuckerberg.
Jesse Eisenberg was mad at you.
Basically, bro, he came to my window like, yeah, he just gave me the bag back, and he's like, yeah, don't ever do that again. I said, what the fuck? But he like went on about how there was garbage in there. I was like, dude, I didn't look in the bag. I just gave it to you because it had below the line shit in it. Like, it's not
Did
my
you
fault.
look at it and realize that you accidentally handed him a garbage bag?
There was some garbage in there, but it was also it was also below the line shit in there.
But
So
you can
fuck
imagine that maybe someone doesn't want to sort through what looks like garbage.
I understand, but he came at me as
Episode
if like,
3 of Eric's misplaced anger.
he came at me. I'm gonna put his fucking face as the thumbnail. Can we get sued?
No, you're not, because you hire out people to get thumbnails and you can barely describe this person.
Yeah, right. He had like a police sketch.
All right.
It's
So
just a police sketch of Mark Zuckerberg. He's the one who was mean to Eric.
There you go, Eric. You want clickbait? Put Mark Zuckerberg in the thumbnail for this clip.
all right, what do we you guys can pick whatever topic. What's the time, Jake? Did you
We
do the
have 10
time
minutes
after?
left.
All right, pick something from this list because it's all random shit at this point.
Go for it,
done.
Jake, because I didn't even look
Oh,
at
I
it.
need to exit full screen then.
Okay, we got a couple of options. We got John Mulaney. We got Woody Allen's next film.
Well, what are we going to say about John Mulaney besides, he's getting divorced?
And the fact that the director of my first film, Deadbeat, is his brother-in-law. Anyway,
Well, not anymore.
too soon, dude.
Yeah, actually true because they're not divorced yet. But
Oh, you're right. We got Gal Gadot. Confirms Joss Whedon's allegations. Jessica
about that.
All right, we did. You're right. Fuck it. We don't have to talk about it again. We'll
Didn't.
just-
She just confirmed it. Sorry,
I know,
yelled.
but
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure we said, "Oh, she confirmed it" in that episode.
No,
We literally
she
did.
only
Look back
just
at it.
confirmed it.
I understand, but we spoke about it, and she hinted at it being true.
Hinted. Now it's legitimate.
Okay, then
Not
there's
that I
nothing to
give a
talk
shit
about. We
anyway
had this
because she
conversation.
supports.
let's talk about the Seth Rogen James Franco shit because
Let's do it.
the sexual assault gets us clicks, baby.
That's a good point, James Franco. You fucking weirdo. Let's go. Get us some views, baby. All
As
right,
much
so-
as like
Scumbag.
Jess,
Oh,
you
yeah.
might have to do some research because I kind of just headline threw it in there. I didn't actually.
Okay.
But
well,
basically,
the headline is the research. Like,
yeah. So I guess somebody asked Seth Rogen if he would. I guess he's promoting some movie. Who also Seth Rogen apparently got very skinny and
Yeah,
shaved
he's-
his beard.
That's
and grew
like
his hair
the
out
old
long.
news.
Well, no, but I didn't know. Okay. Welcome
Eric
to the-
behind on the times as always.
Whatever.
But
don't know
no,
what
I
to
think
say.
who knows? Maybe this has been his opinion for a long time because, like you said, someone asked him the question.
Right.
But,
what
like,
did they?
it's been a minute since these things came out about
That's what I'm
James
saying.
Franco.
It's been so many years.
But like, it could just be like the first time that someone gave a shit to ask Seth Rogen about it. Because I'm thinking about it, is like, I can't remember another time where, like, he like defended him. But it's not like I follow Seth Rogen with some like fervor.
But I guess I guess I would say not that I
I have a
not that-
quote from Seth Rogen.
Go ahead.
It says, "What I can say is that I despise abuse and harassment, and I would never cover or conceal the actions of someone who is doing it."
Okay, so now from what I took from that is this guy has been my best friend for a majority of my life. I'm not going to work with him because that would seem like I'm not. That would seem like I'm condoning his behavior. But he's probably still in contact with him. He's still friends with him. Similar to Chris D'Elia, they all know what he did, but they're all still friends with him. Similar to
I was gonna say
Brian
it
Callen.
seems like a better response of like a similar thing with Sarah Silverman and Louis C.K.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a perfect example. And I like having those conversations because it shows like you're friends with somebody for so long. It would be very difficult for you to just be like, nah, fuck that guy. Because if you
That's
do that,
not what it says here.
oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
It
I'm almost
says,
positive that he
yeah.
actually did say fuck that guy at one point.
He
Oh,
said,
really?
yeah, he says that because he apparently he made jokes about it on SNL. And
Who
he
made
said
jokes
that,
about it?
Seth Rogen. And he said that at the time he said he would never stop working with him. And he said in this interview that he just did, he said it changed a lot of things in their relationship and their dynamic, and not working together professionally has affected their relationship personally.
But, and now I'm just, like, what if Franco's like, yo, I'm fucked. I'm okay with you kind of just throwing me under the bus so you don't look bad. Like, is that a possibility?
Was James Franco fucked? Like it was
I mean,
only
he
a couple
hasn't-
years. Didn't he do
He had that
Disaster
TV
Artist?
show.
He did.
No,
yes.
but Disaster Artist, I think, was when all of it was coming out.
No,
That-
Disaster Artist came out after. like for certain, because James
this
Franco
says,
was on like Stephen Colbert's show.
This says
Talking about
January
it and trying to skirt around.
2018.
Yeah,
January 2018 is when it all came out.
Five women accused him. Yeah.
I feel
And
like
if it's true that he removed safety guards while filming a fucking blowjob scene, that is disgusting.
I saw that. That because I wasn't actually sure what he was accused of. All I know is that like we have friends, or I have a friend who knew one of the girls who I think while he was shooting the Broadway show, I think he was shooting a Broadway. He was on a Broadway show, and he was
scratching his arm.
He was scratching his arm. I still have the Band-Aid from when I got a shot on Friday. Is that gross?
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh, no, we're good because we only had
It's Wednesday.
10 minutes left anyway.
It's been
I showered though,
been like a week almost.
Here you go. I'm going to take it off just for you because we only have like
Don't-
6 minutes left.
Don't.
What do you
For
still
you,
have the
dude.
Band-Aid for?
Just for you,
Because
Jake.
How the
Eric's gross as
fuck
fuck.
does your
Oh,
Band-Aid...
I'm not bothered by it. What's the
How
problem?
the
Is this
fuck do
gonna
your
affect
Band-Aid
viewership
stay on in
for
the
us?
shower?
What's up? All right, whatever. We're not here for my
What the fuck kind of extra strength Band-Aid is that?
That is also.
Pfizer, baby. Pfizer. Let's go.
I also believe that basically Eric showered right before this and no other time in the past week, and that's what he's talking
I'm
about.
not going to lie. It's been a while. I just did laundry for the first time in 3 weeks. So do that math. Yeah. So I don't know. I believe Rogan probably is never going to work with him again because obviously on a
he
selfish
hasn't
point
for
of
a
view,
long time.
right? I mean, I don't think you have a
Yeah.
choice. You can't because he's just going to get shit on. And now that he's doing like this, I'm assuming this is a serious role that he shaved his
Yeah.
beard and he's skinny and he's probably trying to take things seriously. You don't want to associate yourself. Similar to what they did with Crystalia. They were like, yo, even if it's, if it's true, whatever, he's our friend, but we can't be associated with him. He's got to be off the show. We can't talk to him anymore. They did the same thing with Brian Callen.
Going
took him
back
off.
to Jess's comments about like Seth Rogen's jokes, I'm wondering if that came like he made those jokes when
It was happening.
well, not even when it was but like similar to how there was like rumors and stuff about like the Louis C.K. stuff for years before there was any real confirmation, and people gave Louis the benefit of the doubt for at that amount of years. I'm wondering if it came out to that point where it was like, oh, but these are just rumors, or if it was any confirmation. Because I feel like there was rumors with Franco for years, and he still was in and made a bunch of stuff
Rumors of him.
of him being abusive.
Okay.
Like,
Well-
so I feel, but that's the
I think Jake's spot on. It kind of seems like in the beginning, Seth Rogen kind of like, because James Franco denied it all. So I think
Yeah.
it kind of seemed like he believed
Did he?
his friend, and then he did. Like, and he did it in a very good way. I remember him being on Colbert, I think.
yeah, he was definitely on Colbert at one point.
Yeah,
Colbert
and
asked him.
Yeah, and his response was just like it was very PR-y, but it was a good response where he was like, he didn't want victim blame or anything like that, but they weren't telling the truth. The way that he worded it was, remember, he was just smooth with it. Like,
Yeah.
he was
I
like, I want you to
he's-
believe them, but
He's a smart shit.
Yeah.
He has like multiple degrees. He's not an idiot, which is
I
we
used
want
to
to
love
portray
him.
though.
I
we
used to
want to
love
portray
him.
people like who do like shit like this as just the worst and like uneducated and all this shit, but often like
They're very smart.
it's anyone. Yeah, it's anyone. Honestly, at
also-
the end of the day.
Well, 95% of the time, like serial killers are actually geniuses.
Damn.
Oh yeah, they're
James
just
Franco
they're
was a
also just
serial killer.
losing themselves.
I'm just saying.
That's the headline.
I'm
of this
just
clip.
saying.
James Franco is a serial killer.
All right, we got a little bit of time, Eric.
How
You have
many-
any closing quotes?
How many minutes we got? How many minutes we got?
6.
A minute 30.
Do we really have a minute and 30?
Yeah.
Are you being dead serious?
We've
Yeah.
been flying through these, baby.
Oh fuck! I wanted to talk about the Superman thing.
Well, we're not doing it, baby. You gave us the steering wheel. You could
You're
have.
right. No, nah, it's fine. It's kind of old news. Nah, it's a lot to talk about anyway.
Just confirmation on the idea that yes, there will be more than likely a black Superman.
Yeah, he's so pissed
Like,
about it.
No,
Eric
okay,
is
let's talk
upset.
about it. We'll talk about. No, I'm not upset. Okay, listen, because even
Tune in
Eunice
next
pointed this
week
out.
if you want to hear Eric bitch about Black Superman.
No, it's gonna be too late at that point. But hold on, stand by.
Even Eunice pointed out.
That Okay, so the what they're doing is, I'm sorry, I'm yelling. What they're doing is, there's just so much going on. Okay,
State your purpose.
Okay, in the comments, in the comics, there's Black Superman. That's fair. Okay, that's great. But what they're doing in this movie, they're rebooting Henry Cavill's character, right? Cavill. We only have a minute left.
Can't even say his name, and you're upset about it.
All right, we only have a minute left. We can go over a little bit, but anyway, only have so Henry's done, right? Henry's done. They're replacing him with a black actor, and they're gonna keep Clark Kent as the character, which, from what I understand, so Clark Kent is going to be a black man. Just for
Why does it bother you?
Because there is no.
This is all fiction. I think the reason that they do it, that they're doing this specifically in this way, Eric, is that unlike Green Lantern, which had popular runs with multiple Green Lanterns, and like you can be like, oh, do we want Hal Jordan? Do we want John Stewart? And there's like bunch of shit like that. I think there might be Black Superman comics, but they've had nowhere near the success. And so instead of being like, instead of retelling an origin story, like from the jump with a brand new character doing all the, like, they probably just want to keep in like the Clark Kent story with like the literal origin, and then move on from that point. Like, he landed in, was it Kansas? And
I think it's super forced.
Is it forced to just have an idea and execute it? Is that really what you're getting at?
No, I just think
I want to tell the story of Superman, and he happens to be black in America. That's
no. But what I'm
probably more interesting than a white Superman, to be quite honest.
But
we've heard Superman. There was how many?
I don't care about
movies to this point?
No, I don't care about Black Superman. Do it all you want, but to be like, oh, he's the new Clark Kent. It's just like.
Well, so wait. Is this also they're going to try and retie into Justice League?
Well, that's the thing. So we don't.
And that's probably exactly why they're doing it. I don't think there is a Justice League with a Black Superman.
Well, from what I understand, is like the Snyderverse is over, so I think that's done. So I don't know if they're doing what we wanted them to do, which is to reboot everything, which is, I guess, possible.
Reboot everything except Margot Robbie. Yeah.
Okay, this has been the Whole for Everything podcast. I'm sorry, we can talk about this a little longer. We talked about set life for the first 30 minutes, which is fine. That's what people should be here for. Maybe
the most interesting part of that conversation to me was finding out that they made more than one Green Lantern movie after that Ryan Reynolds movie was a bust.
They did not. Did they?
No.
I don't know. I heard Jake say multiple Green Lanterns. So I was
comics.
Oh, okay.
In the comics, there's multiple successful runs of different Green Lanterns with different backgrounds.
Fair enough.
Superman, every hero has probably had a limited run of like different background and stuff. Superman, I don't even think to anyone besides Clark Kent as like a super figure has anywhere near the general population's awareness. Like Supergirl exists and she's well known, but it's nowhere near like the same gravitas.
Gravitas. That was a
nice
big word.
Dude. Now you can take it.
Sick. That's going to be our title. Gravitas.
Yes.
Gravitas.
It's going to be called Gravitas. Or we're going to talk about
Eric.
We're going to talk about set life for 30 minutes.
Eric can't even spell it.
Gravitas. Gravitous. Let's go, baby.
That's gravicious, and that's not a word.
This has been the Whole for
you
Everything
could have
podcast.
just gone for the simplest.
That's our new slogan. Be gravicious. This has been the Whole for Everything podcast. We'll see you guys every Thursday or Friday, depending on what the fuck Jess decides to do with her life. And goodbye.
What's up, bitch?